this.
The time when Batman almost sacrificed himself? Justice League story arc explored. The Justice League has been into many conflicts with aliens from different galaxies and universes, and in one of them, they fought Hawkgirl's people, the Thanagarians. And, while all these battles were extremely tense and thrilling, in this story arc from the Justice League animated show, Batman almost killed himself to save Earth from annihilation. Written by Rich Fogel and directed by Butch Lukic, the episodes of this story are considered among the best of the series. In this video, we will explore this high-octane story. Let's begin, shall we? Starcrossed from Justice League, Season 2 Episode 24.
Feels like kryptonite.
After learning about an impending terror attack from one of his sources, Batman and the Justice League stakes out a conference of world leaders. Green Lantern and Hawkgirl are clearly in love even as they look out for terrorists. Soon, a Gordanian ship appears in the sky, and neither the US military nor the Justice League manages to take it down. Just then, the Thanagarian armada arrives and destroys the Gordanian ship. The Thanagarians were the Hawkgirl's people, and their commander, Ro-Talak, was Hawkgirl's promised one. Ro-Talak warns Earth's leaders about the Gordanian armada coming to Earth and offers support and the full might of his army. While consoling a heartbroken Green Lantern, Batman develops suspicion after learning that Martian Manhunter couldn't read any of the Thanagarian minds. Meanwhile, the Earth leaders accept the Thanagarian offer, and the aliens start building a citywide generator in the middle of the Gobi Desert, which they say will provide Earth with a defense shield. On the other hand, Batman learns that the Gordanians who attacked Earth were already dead, and the attack itself was a nefarious plot hatched by Thanagarians.
The crew of this ship was dead long before the Thanagarians shot them down. I think we've been set up.
Batman got captured by the Thanagarian soldiers, but not before informing Wonder Woman about the situation, who then informed the other Justice League members. The Thanagarians officially turned against the Justice League, and with Hawkgirl's help, all the Leaguers were captured. Furthermore, the aliens also took control of the Watchtower. Starcrossed, Part 2, from Justice League, Season 2 Episode 25. Thanks to Hawkgirl's knowledge about the Justice League members, each of them is imprisoned in specially curated holding cells.
Traitor!
Fortunately, Diana managed to overpower a guard who had brought her food and soon freed the other Leaguers. While they were trying to escape, a guard misfired and carved a gash in the shuttle's hull, forcing it to crash, but not before Superman and Wonder Woman could fly the fallen heroes back to safety. Once on Earth, they discard their superhero uniforms and don civilian clothes to elude the Thanagarian soldiers. They decide to rendezvous at Wayne Manor and leave the store in pairs. Meanwhile, the true intent of Thanagarians is revealed. The force field generator they created was a hyperspace bypass generator or an artificial wormhole that would allow them to directly attack the Gordanian homeworld, and in the process, Earth would get annihilated.
For Thanagar to live, Earth must die.
Although Hawkgirl resents this, her superiors remind her that her loyalties should lie with Thanagarians and not humans. The heroes reunite at Wayne Manor and seem to be at a fix about the Thanagarian intentions. Just then, Hawkgirl revealed herself and offered help, explaining that she was not aware of the true intention of her people. Although Batman took the information he needed, she was not welcome back at the League and was asked to return. Unfortunately for her, a suspicious Thanagarian had planted a bug on her, allowing him to track her to the League's hideout.
Who knows? Maybe they'll get tired and go home. Yeah, I know. But a little optimism at a time like this couldn't hurt.
Starcrossed, Part 3, from Justice League, Season 2 Episode 26. Hawkgirl returned to her mothership, only to be apprehended on charges of treason, and naturally, she is locked up on the orders of Ro-Talak, who also orders an attack on Wayne Manor. Leading the alien attack was Kragger, but by now, the Justice League was more than prepared and overpowered the Thanagarians, only to take over their ship. Meanwhile, it gets evident on the mothership that Hawkgirl loved Green Lantern and not a Thanagarian fiancé.
Just tell me what I need to hear. It was a meaningless flirtation. You were lonely. Tell me I'm the one you love, not him.
On the other hand, under Batman's leadership, the Justice League takes back control of the Watchtower after a high-octane battle, incapacitating the Thanagarian occupation force. Batman then reveals his plan to take the watchtower out of orbit and launch it on the massive Thanagarian generator as a missile. However, what he hides from others is that he was planning a kamikaze mission because someone needed to guide the makeshift missile. But Rotalak was waiting for him and Green Lantern because not only was his race's future in danger because of Batman's suicide mission, but Green Lantern had stolen his love from him. As Batman enters in his kamikaze missile, it begins to dismantle because of the atmospheric friction, and upon realizing this, Superman leaves to assist Batman. Back at the control room, Green Lantern and Rotalak broke into a fight, which resulted in Lantern's power ring being cut in half by Rotalak. However, the hero fooled the arrogant Rotalak into knocking himself out. Meanwhile, Superman saved a passed-out Batman from the burning watchtower. Aboard the mothership, Hawkgirl and Green Lantern get overwhelmed by Thanagarian soldiers, but Rotalak asks them to stand down because the generator's destruction had failed the mission, and further occupation of Earth was pointless.
Our mission's a failure. There's no more reason to fight. Let them go.
Back at Wayne Manor, the League members were divided on the question of Hawkgirl's association with them. But she made their task easy by resigning from the Justice League. Despite betraying her friends, she came through in the end and did so at a great personal sacrifice. It's difficult not to consider her a hero.
Where are you gonna go?
I don't know. Someplace where the fate of the world isn't in my hands.
Starcrossed story has been a part of many lists that enlist the best episodes from the animated history of the Justice League. It had several dark and adult tropes that went beyond the lines of science fiction and fantasy to enter a world with realism and the ill effects it brought. Watching the Justice League captured and weakened was equal parts terrifying and thrilling. If you like this video, please consider subscribing to us. It may be a small click from you, but it goes a long way for us. Have a good one.
Sorry.
Don't